Hello, this is Scott. Welcome back to my YouTube channel where I cover a variety of different data science and analytics topics, including software, open source, as well as commercial. Today I'm going to be talking about a commercial platform called Statistica, and I'm going to pick up on where we ended up last time. We built a simple regression model, and this time we're going to check some assumptions that go along with that model. So this is where we were last time, and we created a model based upon an F-statistic stepwise regression, and we have 5 predictors in this particular model. So this is the platform where we left off. Again, there are different options in here, including constrained regression, which we'll talk about in the future, as well as we have a platform for stepwise model building, a very interactive platform that's actually quite nice. But if I click on OK, these are the results that we had. We can see that we had 2 predictors that were statistically significant. And now that I have my model built, I want to look at some of the assumptions that go along with that model. So I can go to this Residual Assumptions Prediction tab within the analysis, and then I can perform residual analysis, descriptive statistics, etc. So let's look at some of them. If I go to descriptive statistics here, I have 3 tabs along the top. I have a quick for means and standard deviations, correlations, advanced. I have some overlap there, but also have covariance and some plotted matrix correlations, etc. Here, if we wanted to look at that real quickly, we could plot that out. And then I can also look at things like the matrix, the residuals, etc. So if I want a visual view, again, I can look at this matrix and see where the strong relationships are, basically the no relationships between tax rate and phones, and then population change. So, and then our dependent variable, which was percent poor. Looks like there's a relation here with rural, an inverse relationship with phone, almost no relationship with tax rates, etc. I can also go into this matrix and look at the actual values here. So I want to look at the correlation coefficients, and for example, the relationship between phone and rural is quite strong. Poor and phone seems to be quite strong, etc. So you can use this platform to look at the strength of the relationships. You can also go back and we can look at ANOVA, which we're going to talk about in a future session, the partial correlations, the summary, and we can also look at residuals. So let's perform some residual analysis now. So you can see here I've got quite a few different tabs that I can play with here, and I can do scatter plots. You know, I can test for heteroscedasticity or uneven variance across the residuals. I can basically do all the normal tests for least squares regression, right? Normally independently distributed, constant variance, and mean zero are some of the assumptions that I can test out here. I can look at variance inflation factors, mal of CP. So, you know, basically all of those things. We're looking for high leverage points. So anyway, let's look at just a quick glance at this matrix here, gives me a snapshot, very quick snapshot of where the predicted values are and the raw individuals. So if I scroll through here, I can look at some of the observed value, predicted values, and where these are way off. For example, Mahalanobis distance, sometimes called statistical difference. This is really based upon the standard deviation. This is 24 for Shelby County, so that's really big. And in fact, the maximum here. So I won't going into any more detail. You can always get the help, and you can look at what these different items do within Statistica. The best way to learn is to play with this, and I will see you next time when I think we're going to talk about multi-way ANOVA. I hope you can join me.